Hello, this is Mary with Mango Math, and this is a Money Matters lesson out of our Money Matters math kit called Nearest Dollar. And this one has students rounding to the nearest dollar. So in the pouch that's provided in the kit, you will have the game board, or you have a board that tells you information on the front for the adult to read, which will have rounding rules, teaching tips, guided questions, and so on. And then on the reverse side of the step-by-step directions on how to play the game. So one student will be the dealer and the other three students will be players. And the dealer is going to deal out 6 cards in a row for all the students to see. So let me get my 6 cards out here. Move these other cards down. And the student is going to write that number down on their or no, they're not going to write their number down yet. Excuse me. They're not going to write the number down yet. The dealer, after having dealt out all these cards, is going to tell the students they have to round to a certain amount. So they are going to either say round to the nearest ones, tens, hundreds, or thousands. And that's all they're going to say. And then all the players are to take this number and write down the rounded amount. So let's say they say round to the nearest hundreds. So the players would look at these cards. They would start to write down the number. They get to the hundreds. They look at the number of the tens. In this case, it's a 1. So it's going to be less than 5. So they are going to round to $8,800 and say that amount. Now notice there's a decimal point here. So there's coins values here as well. So let's say it was, let's switch around a couple of our cards here and erase this. And let's say this was the amount that was rolled and you're told to round to the nearest hundreds again. So the students are going to write down their numbers and they're going to hopefully notice that there's a 9 here, which means they have to round this number up 1. So they're going to erase the 9 and put, or erase the 8 and put in a 9. And then fill all the rest in zeros. So whoever gets the number correct the fastest then becomes the dealer in the next round. So you're always taking turns so that kids all have an opportunity to get to the nearest number. Now, if somebody's struggling with this, we can definitely take out dollar amounts so we don't have to play with the thousands or the hundreds. We can just play with the tens and the ones. We can take out the coin value as well if you want to, or you could have them rounding as they get better at it, rounding to the nearest dollar, which means they're going to have to pay attention to the coin amount. So for example, let's erase this one. Let's say we're rounding to the nearest dollar. They're going to look at this and have $8,893 because the 18 cents is going to be, this number is less than 5, it's less than 50 cents. So they're going to round up, or they're not going to round that number up, they're going to keep it the same. So it's just a way of practicing rounding numbers up quickly. So enjoy.